Blue Jackets. We're just about underway with first quarter play. We hope that you enjoy the second game of our doubleheader here at O'Fallon Technical High School Gymnasium. I'm Tony Washington. Don Meyer is alongside as we're just about set for the tip. The ball's in the air. We hope you enjoy the telecast. As Montrell Nash gets it, the Wolverines go to work.
And the Wolverines will be led by Montrell Nash and Melvin Robinson inside. You see that little Beaumont pressure, and the ball will go back to Vashon.
Great hustle on the part of the Blue Jackets here.
That's Mark Gant with the ball. Gets it back to the referee. Vashon will be led by Anthony Jones. He's the 5'9" senior. He's the point guard. He tries to get the ball inside to Melvin Robinson and Montrell Nash. And that ball stolen by Beaumont. With the steals, number 10, Claude Blue.
It's a kind of ball game where if you know that you're not going to really match up to a team on a physical level or a level of ability, you have to try to hit them as hard as you can. Try to get a lead and hold on. That's what upsets are all about.
Vashon will inbound the ball. Beaumont going with Claude Blue, Terry Williams, Tyrone, McWell, Edwin West, and Alvin Thomason. That's Anthony Jones with the ball. Move to the hoop. Can't get it to go down. Out of bounds, Beaumont. And once again, inside. That is Vashon. Inside, Vashon's should have a field day, no question.
They should, but again, you have to look and see just how fired up.
Melvin Robinson on the jam. There's an early two, and there's a foul. Robinson will go to the line. Melvin Robinson on the feed by Montrell Nash. It'll be there all night long.
And he stirred up this ball club with that slam jam. Melvin Robinson, recruited by a lot of major colleges throughout the country, 6'11", 230-pound senior at the free throw line. And Melvin on the year as a free throw shooter. We'll give you those totals in just a second.
And Melvin Robinson makes it a three-point Vashon lead. And we're going to see Vashon pressure early. Can Beaumont get the ball up the court?
Robinson, 40% free throw shooter.
Great save by Montrell Nash. And a foul. That foul's on Tyrone McWell of Beaumont. So Vashon will inbound the ball on the sideline.
McWell's a senior guard. You know he'd like to come away with the victory over this Wolverine ball club.
3-0 first quarter action. We're O'Fallon Tech High School, 7:27, just underway. Vashon 13-1, Beaumont 6-6. That's Anthony Jones.
Anthony Jones, the name, as I said before, familiar to many fans and as well as opponents of this Vashon team, as his brother is playing basketball at St. Louis University.
Anthony Jones throws it away. Beaumont will take control. That's Antoine White handling the ball. Gets up the court to Edward West. Number 34 is Edward West. A block by Montrell Nash. Back to West. Out of bounds, and Beaumont basketball.
Goes right off the back of number 24, Mark Gant. And the ball will be inbounded by the White, the Blue Jackets of Beaumont High School.
Inbounding the ball will be Edward West. West comes in the game averaging 12 points a game. He's their leading scorer, so look for Beaumont to go to him a lot. That's Antoine White. Looks like he's going to run the show tonight at the point guard position, with Claude Blue being the off guard at the number 2 position.
What we're seeing is a pressing, trapping defense on the part of the Wolverines here. It's foul is called. Looks like it's still the fouls on Melvin Robinson. What I noticed, Don, is whenever the Blue Jacket players go to the basket, they have to arch their shot up a little bit. That's an intimidation factor. You just can't go into the basket like as you normally would, because these guys on this Vashon team are big and they are very, very intimidating.
No question. And they're going to have to make their free throws just like that. That's Edward West getting Beaumont on the scoreboard. 6:56 remaining, first quarter action.
When you're an underdog like that, you have to try to take advantage of every scoring opportunity, as we've said before in the first game here. We have a 3-2 Vashon lead here early in the first period.
Mark Gant and Melvin Robinson. Robinson gets it up the court. Long bomb by Gant. He likes to shoot it from the three-point area. That's Mark Gant with the three-pointer. Vashon 6-2 early lead. A lot of pressure from the Wolverines.
They're going to do this all night. They just intend to wear down this Beaumont ball club. as an offensive foul. And again, the intimidation factor. You have a giant Montrell Nash or Melvin Robinson standing there. Again, you really don't know what to do when you see this guy standing between you and the bucket. So you panic and you cause turnovers like that. And
all night long, it's going to be very hard to drive for Beaumont. Checking the game for Beaumont, that is Aaron Quinn. He replaces Tyrone. McWell. Vashon has the ball. That's Montrell Nash doing the inbounding.
For those of you at home, if you ever get a chance to see a Vashon jacket, look at that. It's just like you really only have so much time to really get a shot up. And again, another offensive foul on the part. And that foul was on number 34. That was Ed West.
That's Ed West's first personal.
But if you look on the jacket of Vashon, it says we're on a mission, and the mission is to pick up that second consecutive state championship in the state of Missouri. What a...
Anthony Jones drive, and they call a foul on it. They call a turnover on Anthony Jones.
If we get a chance, maybe we'll show the audience the jacket that I was referring to in just a minute. So just hang in there with us for a while. One shot and out.
Here come the Wolverines, led by Gant. Likes to shoot from the three. Good feed, but Montrell Nash could not hold on to the ball.
Right off his hands.
5:53 remaining, first quarter. We're at O'Fallon Tech High School. I'm Don Meyer alongside Tony Washington. Public High League action.
Think about the kind of franchise. You might as well call it a franchise. Now there's a shot.
Good quickness that time, shown by Claude Blue with the basket. Alvin Thomas.
He's a senior center, 6'4". Back around the 1950s and 60s, 6'4" would have been a good size for a center on your ball club.
Anthony Jones from deep. Can't get to go. Melvin Robinson to easy, too. Robinson will have it like that all night long when he gets in position. Robinson now has 5.
Melvin Robinson getting off to a good start in this ball game.
Good no-look pass.
Good pass. And again, it's one shot and it's back up the court for the Wolverines.
Jones Robinson can't find the handle. Melvin Robinson couldn't find the handle on the good pass by Anthony Jones. It's an 8-4 ball game, 5:04 first quarter action.
Don Meyer, please excuse me, but I get so excited when I see that play forming, that slam jam.
Beaumont really not having much trouble getting the ball up the court. They have 2 pretty good ball handlers in there, in Claude Blue and Anton Wilhite. And there goes Claude Blue, a little too much. Rebound pulled down by number 54, and we don't have a name on him. I believe it's Jermaine Morris, though.
You know, trying to shoot over this Vashon team is basically like trying to throw a ball up a 10-foot hill. It's basically tough to do.
No question. Good look at Montrell Nash, holds the ball high. Beaumont in there man-to-man. Basket no good. Nash is there for the foul. Can't get it to go down.
Foul.
They call a foul
on Montrell. They are pushed off, going after the basketball.
That's Montrell Nash's first foul.
Montrell I like his style, his approach to the game is very controlled. Not an awful lot of emotion at all right now. It just seems that he knows he's out to do a ball game, he's out to do his job. A confident error, you might say. I'm sorry.
Beaumont with the ball. They trail by 4. Vashon playing a man-to-man defense. Same thing Beaumont showing. That's Claude Blue with the jumper. Rebound, Melvin Robinson, his third of the ball game. Here come the Wolverines. Anthony Jones. Great feed to Montrell Nash. Left hand can't get it to go. Foul. And fouls on Aaron Quinn.
Quinn seemed to be hanging on the Montrell as he was hanging toward the basket.
Checking into the game for Beaumont, Donald Williams. He replaces Claude Blue. Going to the free throw line for Vashon, Montrell Nash. Nash comes into the game, averaging 13 points a game and 10 rebounds a game, having a good senior season for the Vashon Wolverines, ranked number 2 in large schools in the state of polls.
Montrell's free throw percentage is 77% from the line.
First one by Nash off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. He'll get another one. 3:43 remaining in the first quarter.
as I said, he plays a relaxed game, but you can see the intensity on his face.
That was a good look at head coach Floyd Irons.
Just as he missed, I'm sorry, just as he missed that last free throw. I was talking about Montrell Nash. Makes that one, though. Quite an interesting young man, this Montrell Nash. As you see our score in the first quarter.
Great feed. Easy basket.
Again, that's
Alvin
number 40,
Thomas.
Alvin Thomas, the center. He has 4 points on the night.
Anthony Jones will do the ball handling all night long for Vashon. Gets it to Melvin Robinson. They go inside. Jumper. Can't get it to go. Gets the roll.
That's number 54. That must be Michael Tyler. I'm going to venture and say. It's just, size is just so intimidating when you have to face guys this big and this good, I might add.
Beaumont goes inside. Great feed again.
Look at
Blocked by
that shot.
Montrell Nash.
Montrell Nash and Stanley Robinson should have maybe 10 blocks apiece before this game is over.
Anthony Jones runs the half-court offense for him. Inside Robinson, good turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go. There's the tip, no good. Mark Gant, little jumper from the key. Vashon all over the offensive boards. 4 or 5 tries that time down. Pulled down by the littlest man on the court for Beaumont. That's Donald Williams with the ball.
And if you're Floyd Irons on this, Don, you really can't be happy to have 5 times at a basket not being able to bring it down, especially when the tallest man on this team is only 6'4".
Another rebound by Melvin Robinson. Great pass that time by Anthony Jones.
Now that's a good shot. So we have 2:10 left to go in the first quarter.
Here comes Beaumont the other way.
What a
Great
shot!
Left hand. That's the left hand. That time by Tyrone McWell. His first 2 points of the game.
What a play. He held that basketball back right at the last second to get it over to score the bucket.
13-8 Vashon lead. We're at the 2:04 mark in the first quarter. Little Fallon Tech High School. Great crowd. Very loud, very much into it. Public High League action, the best action in St. Louis, no question.
We were expecting a lot of electricity at the beginning of this ball game.
Rebound pulled down by Jermaine Morris, who just checked in for Vashon. There's Anthony Jones. Mark Gant, that's easy from there. Good tip by Coleman, can't get it to go.
That could have been a goaltending call, too, at the basket a minute ago. As a foul, and he won't appreciate that. That's Donald Williams. He's a 5'8" senior guard. Really good hustle on the part of Williams on that play.
Going to the free throw line for Vashon, 5'9" senior point guard Anthony Jones. Anthony coming into the game averaging 10 points a game. And checking in the lineup for Vashon is Dwight Coleman. He'll replace Melvin Robinson.
Anthony Jones is shooting 71% from the free throw line.
Jones looking for his first point of tonight's game. I really like this guard. Good little guard, handles the ball really well. Quick. It seems every year Floyd Irons has a very good point guard, a solid point guard. One who can handle the ball, take care of it, and that's the key to winning.
He's shooting 71% in the conference, 80% against everyone in 14 games.
Here's the steal by Vashon. There's the quickness. Good look. No look. Anthony Jones inside. Good. With the basket, Jermaine Morris. His first 2. Vashon has a lot of players who can get it done.
And a lot of players over 6'5" with great movement. Again, anybody can play tall, but it's what you do with your size. And the Wolverines take great advantage of it. Another good shot by Edward West.
Edward West's first 2. Edward West now has 4 in the game. It's a 17-10 game, 106 remaining. Here comes the steal, this time by Beaumont for the easy 2.
That's Donald Williams. That's the 5'8" senior. A lot of hustle on that play by Williams. It's 17-12.
56 remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Vashon. This game's really picking up. And there's a whistle and a foul. The foul is on William Terry of Beaumont. His first. Beaumont's 15 foul.
As I was saying before, we were looking for the electricity. And if you have the kind of electricity and the noise that you're expecting, it may affect Beaumont a lot more than it would affect Vashon, because they have to have something to spur them on. You get the crowd going with this ball game, there's no telling what could happen.
And I'd say the crowd's into it. Tony, what do you think?
Oh, of course. I'm looking over across the way here to the south side of the bleachers, and they've really come to see a good ball game.
And checking for Vashon for the first night will be Michael Buford. Buford replaces Mark Gant.
Floyd Irons, again, a very well-organized coach. You really can't say too many things bad about Floyd's approach to a ball game. He studies, he works real hard, plus he gets his team prepared to go out and play a basketball game.
No question. I feel Floyd Irons is the best coach in the area. What a great program he has here at Vashon. And at the free throw line, Ricky Simpson can't get it to go. Beaumont has the basketball. 46
There's a man
seconds
open
remaining.
for Beaumont if they could have picked him up. Great hustle on this play. Right now, both teams are playing at a level, a real high, frenetic level, I'd say. But it's pretty good right now. So I'm looking for somebody to slow down eventually. That may be Beaumont.
Beaumont has been very impressive. They're just trailing by 5, 17-12. They have the ball with just 36 seconds remaining in this first quarter of action.
And we're talking about the level. You could call it tempo, I suppose. And they're both playing right now at a real good pace.
And they both seem comfortable at that pace. And here comes Vashon, and you know they're comfortable at a quick pace.
I say more
Vashon got away with it. It goes down. That's Jermaine Morris. He has 4.
I say
25 seconds remaining first quarter.
I'm sorry, Don. I say Vashon more than Beaumont. But we'll see. Foul call. That's Morris. And he definitely had a hand.
You're saying liking that tempo. Vashon likes it more.
Yes.
Well, they're always going to like that quick tempo, but if you're Beaumont, you almost have to use quick tempo with a little team, correct?
You have to go with it as long as you can. I don't think that they can go as long as Vashon. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Hope you're enjoying the ball game tonight.
We sure are.
Good one. Yes, right.
And going to the free throw line is Alvin Thomas. He has 4 points on tonight's game. Comes in averaging 10 a game. Can't get that one to go down. We just got 14 seconds remaining first quarter. He's trying to pull Beaumont within 6.
There's Floyd on the bench. It looks as though Floyd is trailing instead of leading in this game.
And checking into the game for Beaumont, that is Tracy Nash, the freshman.
And Ed West will go out.
Great tip. Aaron Quinn gets his first 2 of the game. It's a 19-14 game. 4 seconds, 3. Count it down. Make that was an 8. So we're down to 3 seconds left. Inside.
Easy basket.
And there's the basket at the buzzer by Jermaine Morris. And that ends our first quarter of play with the score. The Vashon Wolverines 21, Beaumont 14. And you look at that first quarter, and you have to be happy if you're both coaches.
Even though, and I would say more so Beaumont than Vashon, because Vashon had a chance. Let's go to the Beaumont huddle right
now. Let's quick look at the Beaumont huddle.
You got to be aware they coming behind you. Door.
Head coach Robert Cole.
Behind back here, they're going to back up till you get to the half-court line. So you ain't in no pressure. Okay. Red's going to be in the middle. Anytime we get that pass in the middle, we got people open under the basket. If you get trapped anytime, look under the basket.
So your thoughts on the first quarter, Tony?
my thoughts, again, as I was saying, more so Beaumont than Vashon. I think Vashon should be out in front of this ball game just a little bit more. They've had more opportunities to score. They weren't able to bring them down. This is a feisty bunch of Beaumont Blue Jackets here. I would tell my team, hey, continue to play hard, continue to hustle, but most importantly of all, make your shots. You got to make every shot that you get in this ball game, because you never know how things can turn around.
Beaumont in the home whites, trimmed in maroon. Vashon in their away blues with the ball. That's Donald Williams. Second quarter action. Vashon on top, 21-14, early second quarter. Little jump shot. He gets it to go down. That's Aaron Quinn. Quinn now has 4 off the bench. And they're going to need good scoring off their bench, because Vashon's going to get it. Anthony Jones from 3.
Put it down.
Count it for Anthony Jones. He's on the scoreboard with 5.
5'9" senior guard. I love the way this Beaumont team hustles.
And the smallest player on the court, Anthony Jones for Vashon, gets the rebound that time to Gant, to Robinson. Back to Jones, looks for the three, sets up, square, can't get it to go. And there's Gant inside, can't get it. Jermaine Morrison, what a first half Jermaine Morris is having off the bench. He now has 8.
Off the bench, 8 points. That's what Floyd is looking for, not only for the night, as a timeout is being called by Beaumont. As I was saying, that's not the only thing that Floyd is looking for tonight. 8 points by this young man, Jermaine Morris, a junior swing man, but he's thinking down the line. He's thinking toward March when you look to put one of your players in who can contribute when you need them in a pinch. And that's what Floyd is looking for. As I said before, Floyd is the kind of coach that he has things structured. He's not only looking for the day, but he's looking for tomorrow. And when I mean tomorrow, I'm talking about March.
That's it. Absolutely right. You talked about it before. When once these players ready for March, so get him in some heavy action now when he knows that they can play. Give him some minutes, give him some quality minutes, not some wash-up minutes, and that's what he's doing. He always has played a lot of players.
Plus, I'll tell you what, too, a lot of people would like to have Jermaine Morris.
Oh, boy.
6'5", 215 pounds. He's a player, let me tell you.
You got that right.
A lot of pounding going on down there. Morris loses the basketball out of bounds.
But Beaumont regains possession of the ball. 6:45 remaining in the first half.
It's a situation, as I said before, this team will have to take advantage of all of the shots it has coming to it. You have to make all your easy baskets, and you have to make many of your free throws if you're going to be in this ball game.
Tyrone McWell checks back into the game for Beaumont. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Mark Gant. May have walked, got away with it. Here comes Anthony Jones and the Vashon Wolverines. Jones drives to the hoop, and they call a touch foul on Tyrone McWell, who just checked into the game.
As Jermaine Morris was getting ready to count his 10th point of the ball game, he's saying, what's going on out here?
So going to the free throw line, the senior, Anthony Jones, the point guard, the leader. And checking back in the game for Beaumont is Claude Blue. We're at Fallon-Tech High School. This is the second half of our doubleheader of the Public High League action. First game, though. Girls from Vashon beat the girls from Beaumont in a good one.
Well, Floyd said he was teaching the girls a little bit in the first game, and they were pretty impressive in the first game.
Here comes Beaumont all the way. Can't get it to go. That was Anton Wilhite driving to the hoop for Beaumont. And here come the Wolverines. Mark Gant. Melvin Robinson out high. Playing a man-to-man is Beaumont on the defensive end. Anthony Jones shows
look at that pass.
And then throws it to the cheerleader.
He was looking for Montrell Nash on that side to come up with the basketball. But you have to give him credit. That was a great pass, just a little bit off.
So Beaumont has the basketball. They trailed by 10. 6-12 mark, second half action. And you look at it, Beaumont has had really not too much of a problem with this full court press.
Not at all. I tell you what, I like this Beaumont ball club. I think that if they had a little bit of height and all, they would really be tough. But I think they'll play you regardless of size. They really don't care.
And driving the basket was William Terry. Ball went out of bounds, inbound the ball under the Vashon basket. And there's the quickness of Mark Gant, almost a steal. And there's the easy two, can't get it to go. But with the follow is Alvin Thomas. He has 6. And it's an 8-point game, 5:40 mark, second quarter.
That's what I mean. They had an opportunity to take those 2 points, and that's how you pick them up. Because you're not going to get them too easy on this team.
And Vashon's quickness does not scare Beaumont. Great feed by Anthony Jones to Gant. Can't get it to go. Here goes. Ball came off pretty hard off the rim. Claude Blue, jumper, no. Robinson. Melvin Robinson.
Showing a little bit of intensity here.
Absolutely. There's Robinson, little turn, spin, jam, walk.
No basket.
Walk.
Travel.
But it looked good. Not many guys can look good walking, can they, Tony?
No, not like that. I mean, he is an intimidating force. What I'd like to see of Melvin Robinson before this season is over, and I'm pretty sure that many of the college coaches, we have a...
There's a foul that you just don't like to see to the head coach. You're 6'11" man. fouling in the other end. Little touch foul on the hand, and you don't want to see that. When he makes his fouls, you want him blocking shots, making those fouls.
Making his presence known on the court, in other words.
So going to the free throw line for Beaumont is Aaron Quinn.
As I was saying, we were talking about Melvin, but I think Kevin Cooley has a very interesting interview with a very interesting person. Let's go to it.
Okay, we're visiting with an interesting person here. Her name is Blandine Framieux, and she's from France. Exchange student that plays with the Lady Blue Jackets in Princeton. How you like playing basketball over here in America?
I like it. That's very different from France.
Very different. How so is it different?
We don't have a team at school. We don't play with other schools. We play only inside the school, and we don't have all this support. That's fun.
Okay, so when you go back home to France?
I go back in June. I stay for 1 year. I came in August.
Okay, so you like it over here?
Yeah, I like it very much. That's fun.
Okay, Blondie, thank you very much. Let's go back now to Don and Tony.
She's quite a young lady indeed, Don Meyer.
No question. Thank you, Kevin. Back to action, 4:45 remaining in this first half of action. 28-18, Vashon leads. 19, check that. Beaumont with the ball, and they throw it away. So Vashon will get it back.
There's a basket that's kind of like blocking our vision over to the right. I think the west end of the basket of the gymnasium here.
They need to get that up a little bit, don't they?
Just a little bit. I mean, because I missed one in the girls' game, and I see you miss one now.
Here comes Vashon. That's Anthony Jones to Melvin Robinson. A good look at Robinson. Montreal Nash, top of the key.
But in all fairness, they've done a little bit of facelifting to this gymnasium since I've been here last.
Anthony Jones for three. No, off the front of the rim. Robinson, jam. No, lays it up and in. Melvin Robinson having a great night offensively.
And we're looking at Ed West, number 34 for Beaumont. He was trying his level best to get up there with Melvin Robinson. Just couldn't do it. Robinson's just that good a ball player, but you got to give the man a lot of credit for his effort.
And Beaumont with the basketball. Beaumont trails 30-19. Good rebound by Montreal Nash. Here come the Wolverines. They're going to run. Anthony Jones. Great crossover dribble. Looks for the three. Goes back inside to Gant. Back out to Nash. Jones back with the ball, and he'll run the offense.
I tell you, I like this Beaumont club.
Mark Gant likes it from there. He likes it from there.
Put him up.
Gant has 6, both on three-pointers.
As the Wolverines go up by 13 points here with 3:22 left to go in the first half. I was saying before, I like this Beaumont team. They are really trying their level best with all the ability that they have inside to stay with this team. It's just not enough ability there. I was noticing number 22 for the Blue Jackets, Aaron Quinn, going up, but Montreal went down practically on this young man's back. I mean, that's the kind of effort that you like to see.
When we talk about Mark Gannon, his three-point shots on the season, Tony, he's 31 of 59, so he likes it from that range.
He certainly does. 31 out of 59, and I'm pretty sure that Floyd likes it from that range, too, if he's going to shoot that well.
There you go. Going to the free throw line for the Beaumont Wolverines.
That's number 34, I believe. That's Ed West. Missing his free throw shot.
And a lane violation. It looks like he ran in the lane after the shot, and he did. So Vashon regains possession of the basketball with the 33-19 lead. Beaumont's been stuck on 19 for a while here. Second half action. Don Meyer alongside Tony Washington. Good feed, Montreal Nash. They call another walk.
Montreal took a walk down Kings Highway, just a little too long.
So Beaumont has the basketball. They're trying to get up the 19 mark. They've been on it for a while. We're just almost at the 3-minute mark of the second half of action. There he is again. Can't get it to go. That was tough. Alvin Thomas. There's the easy basket that time.
That's number 30. That's Antoine Wilhite, 6'1" sophomore forward.
Wilhite's first two. It's a 33-21 game. Anthony Jones all the way. Throws it away. And checking the game for Vashon. That is Ricky Simpson. And I believe Dwight Coleman, the have the number 54.
As Gant and Jermaine Morris lead the ball game.
Anthony Jones at the free throw line. Senior point guard eyes it up, knocks it down.
Notice I was talking about tempo. Now you can see that the tempo has slowed down considerably for the Beaumont squad as they were stuck on 19 for about 2 or 3 minutes. They just can't play on that level of basketball as Vashon. And now you start to see it, but you have to admire their ability because they're still hustling. And that's what I look for in good ball clubs. Whether you win or lose, you still have to hustle. You still have to give your best shot in a ball game.
And Beaumont with the ball, 2:25 mark. That's a good call that time by Tony Washington.
That's a foul. It should have been a foul. It's going to go over to the Wolves.
So the Wolverines will take over the basketball. And checking into the game for Vashon, replacing Melvin Robinson. That is Dwight Coleman. And 54 is his brother, Dwayne Coleman.
As we see Floyd Irons. He's up by 14 points, but if you look at him, you'd never know it.
Always coaching, right?
Always working. It's a long way between now and March. And many people who begin the trip don't get there.
Anthony Jones showing his quickness with the 2-minute mark. From 3, Coleman, no. And inside, foul on Coleman. With the foul, that's Dwight Coleman with the foul.
I'm looking at Floyd's ball club, and I'm looking at all these Redwoods that he's able to get up off the bench to come in. I think this you can say the same thing about Vashon's basketball team that you could say about Oklahoma. They not only rebuild, they reload.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they have somebody out there growing in the gymnasium out of Vashon that's going to be 6'7" and 6'8" pretty soon.
Alvin Towns at the free throw line. He has 6 on tonight's game so far.
You know, something else that I'd like to add too, Don, is what a coach like Floyd does with what he's given. He's not really given much, but he turns out one of the best basketball programs in the country. That's goaltending. It should have been goaltending.
So the basket goes to Anton Wilhite. He has 4. We're under 2 minutes. 35-23 Vashon leads.
As we start to see a fresh sub come in, number 34, Michael Buford. He's a junior, 6'3". Yeah, I remember Floyd was going to Columbia last year, and we had him on our talk show. And I told Floyd, I said, you know, around March, you probably step outside your door, and Columbia is right out there in front of you. It seems like it.
That is the truth. They make that trip quite often and are very successful. 4 out of the last 6 state titles. Minute 26 left. There's a steal by Vashon.
And that should have been a foul. I would have called a foul on that, but he has an easy basket there. That's number 20. That's William Terry, rather. Making it 37-25. If I were Beaumont right now, I'd try to get this lead down under 10 points for the second half.
Anthony Jones gets it stripped. Here comes Beaumont trying to pull within 10, running one-hander, can't go.
I would have taken a shot like that. There were too many blue jerseys down on that end of the court. You have one shot as it is. They're already taller than you are. They're going to get the rebound easily. Look at that. That's Michael Buford putting up 2 points.
So we got 36 seconds remaining in the second half. In the second quarter. 39-25. Vashon sort of running away with it, Tony.
14-point lead. And it looks as though the Blue Jackets are going to try to play for one shot. And then again, they fooled me.
And on the foul was Michael Buford. That's his first foul. Going to the free throw line will be Edward West.
Edward West is a junior, from what I can see. I think he's a junior. Looks as though some of my papers have gotten away from me here.
Well, that happens.
Get a little bit excited in the game.
He misses the first one.
West is the senior.
Edward West is a senior, averaging 12 points a game. Gets that to go. So we got 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Inside. And Vashon is doing whatever they want inside, Tony. Whatever they want.
Michael Buford putting them up again. Getting the chance to come off the bench and get his name on the scoreboard and perhaps
3
on page 1 of the paper.
2, 1 second left, and that does it. And it counts.
That should count. That should
the basket
count.
does count. And that ends the first half with the score. The Vashon Wolverines 41 and the Beaumont Blue Jackets 28. So what did you think of the first half, Tony?
Well, I just think overall, Vashon got off to a slow, what I would feel a slow start in the first quarter. They had a chance to turn that first quarter lead into maybe like a 10 or 11-point lead. Then they began to put it together. The bench is awesome to me for this Vashon team. I mean, they get guys coming out. If we look at people like the young man that they put in before, you have to talk about number 34, Michael Buford. You also have to talk about Jermaine Morris, who had a whole game, you know, in a little bit of time that he played overall. Montrell Nash and Melvin Robinson speak for themselves. It's all Vashon right now. It's 41-28. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
And inside, really, they're just overmatched. Beaumont, that is. Just overmatched.
They are. Beaumont is fighting. I mean, they're just basically outmanned. I wouldn't say that they're overclassed in any kind of stretch of the imagination. This team is small, but this team is scrappy. And I'd like to say it. And we were talking right at the end of the first half that you parents should get a chance to get out and see these kids play if you can, because they're playing real hard. And too many times we say negative things about our young people. Well, we have 15 to 17 young people out here now that want to play basketball. Hey, get out and see them.
There you go. Working hard in the classroom and working hard in the basketball court.
And working hard on the second half of play as we're just about ready to get underway. Again, our score of Vashon 41, Beaumont 28, second half of play underway.
Vashon with the ball, that's Anthony Jones. Vashon in their blue away uniforms. Beaumont in the home whites. Anthony Jones, few spin moves. Had a good first half, 7 points. There's Melvin Robinson. Boy, you like seeing that. Robinson now with 9.
Melvin Robinson in a virtual mismatch under the basket, putting down the shot. 9 points for Melvin. Playing a pretty good game.
Little pressure by Vashon. Beaumont's had really no trouble with the pressure. And inside, it's a good move, and that is
Ed West, the senior.
He has 8.
Ed's played a pretty good game, I think, overall.
Third quarter action. We just started. 7:23. We're at O'Fallon Tech. Don Meyer alongside is my partner.
Look at that turnaround shot. And you really have to admire the hustle. And he drew a foul. That's number 34. That's Ed West again. Number 54 was on his back, which is Michael Tyler. And the Blue Jackets will get the ball back. Beaumont again will have to take advantage of quick shots, looking for the open man as quick as possible. Look at that shot. 2-point shot. That's number 40 on that one, Alvin Thomas, for the Blue Jackets.
Thomas now has 8. And here comes Vashon. Good look pass for Anthony Jones inside. The easy basket for Coleman. That's Dwayne Coleman. He has 8. Nice crowd here at O'Fallon Tech High. Second half of our doubleheader. This should be a good interception that time by Coleman.
Not only are they big, but they are also quick at the same time.
And there's Coleman again, and easy too. Coleman having a very good game. That's Dwayne Coleman. He has 10.
Oh, he wanted to make up because he didn't want to look bad by being out rebounded by that little bitty guy.
And coming the other way is Beaumont.
Alvin Thomas with the basket.
So we got 6:16 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 47-34 Vashon lead. Anthony Jones with the ball. There's Mark Gann. He likes to shoot it from 3. A quick note in this game, Guy Bonner, the starting forward, is out with an injury. So,
Guy Bonner, it's quite a lot of tradition on this ball club. You hear names like Bonner and Jones and all, and you know, you think about some of the great players who ever put on that Wolverine jersey.
No question, tonight in the B-team game, I saw one of the Cody boys playing.
Look at that play.
Here comes
Great
Beaumont. Picking up the pace, and there's the foul.
Anton Wilhite said, if you're going to hold it that low, Melvin, get ready. I'm going to try to steal it from you. And speaking of Melvin Robinson, again, that's one of the things that many of the scouts that I've talked to tell me that they like to see him improve upon. That's his hands. If you went to the shootout that they had here in December back at the Kiel Auditorium, that's one of the big things that we could see about Melvin when he got onto a level of competition around his own, pace, I would say. He needs to work on his hands a great deal. He needs to learn how to dribble the ball a little bit better.
You say the shootout, the Kenny Anderson show, maybe?
Yeah, the Kenny Anderson show, I'll say that.
Here come the Wolverines. Anthony Jones got him running. Mark Gant for three. He likes to shoot that. Can't get it to go. Beaumont basketball. So the Wolverines trailing 47-34. 5-10 mark, third quarter action.
And you really got to give credit. Look at that steal. Anthony Jones picked his pocket, and the foul is called. Donald Williams.
So this will be going to the free throw line. No, they're going to take it on the sideline. It's Vashon basketball. That's a surprise. And the Wolverines with a big lead. 5:06 mark. That's Mark Gant. Throws it off the back wall. So Beaumont will take over.
This is a key basket, I would say, for the Blue Jackets right now. They're trailing by 13 points. A basket now could put them up by 11. And they need to try to get within at least 10 points of this Vashon team and hold on for the fourth quarter.
And from the corner, Alvin Thomas, yes. Thomas has 12. Alvin Thomas, the 6'4" senior, having a real good game. Robinson double team, gets it off to Nash. Nash holds it high. Anthony Jones pulls up from three. No good. Rebound Nash. Looks like he was fouled, and the foul is called. Kind of a delayed call.
That's on Donald Williams. He can't believe it, but Don was all over. Now, come on, little bitty fella. You got to give us big fellas a little bit of play, too, at the same time.
There you go. So, going to the free throw line, Montrell Nash, just 1 point on tonight's game. Montrell, the 6'9" senior forward center, having a very good senior season, as is Melvin Robinson, as is the Vashon Wolverines, who are 13-1, ranked number 2.
Montrell Nash, who I guess shocked everybody, particularly those in Columbia, who thought that he was going to go ahead and sign a letter of intent to attend the University of Missouri. But his mom talked to him and kind of had him wait for a little bit of a while. So we'll know, I guess, toward the spring where Montrell Nash intends to go to school. And if you're Rich Brower, you hope that it's right around Grand Avenue.
Isn't that true? And out of bounds, Vashon basketball. We're at the 4:16 mark of the third quarter. Vashon in control, 49-35.
Pretty quick-paced game here tonight.
And that's who Beaumont's been going through all night. He can't get it to go. That's Thomas. And Montrell Nash pulls down yet another rebound. So
he was open for the shot, but he couldn't make it. And again, that's what we're talking about. There's a foul. You're traveling?
They call a walk there. So Beaumont will take over the basketball. They need to score. 4:06, third quarter action.
Again, they've had a couple of chances to put down some baskets. The men were open, but they couldn't make the shots.
Beaumont led by Anton Wilhite.
Bad shot on the part of Thomas.
Great spin move by Anthony Jones. And he throws it out of bounds.
Just a little bit too high to Melvin Robinson. Off his hand, it goes back over to the Blue Jackets.
And with the ball, that's Tyrone McWell. McWell averaging 12 points a game. Getting shut down somewhat tonight. Just has 2. Vashon Wolverines can do that to you. That's Alvin Thomas with the basketball. He's got a hot night for Beaumont. There's a drive, and there's a foul. And stay with us. We're going to take a short break from the action at O'Fallon Tech High School.
Okay, we're back. Third quarter action. Here's Don Meyer.
With the ball for Beaumont. That is Anton Wilhite deep from downtown. That is Donald Williams. Can't get it to go. And here come the Wolverines in their blue. Gant from downtown. No good. Beaumont comes the other way. Game a little sloppy in the third period, Tony.
Yes, it is.
And we talk about sloppy, and there it is.
Again, you're talking about the tempo again, and I think both teams have kind of lost the pacing of it just a little bit here in the third quarter. Overall, Vashon has the lead. They can afford to lose it. Beaumont doesn't. And again, it's up to them to hit the open shots and try to find the man open as much as possible on their passes. They haven't done it thus far. That's why they're trailing by 13 points. And a foul.
Touch foul on Donald Williams of Beaumont on Anthony Jones.
I think Donald Williams would make a great coach someday because he has those kind of eyes. Why would you call that on me? What have I done to deserve that? There's a timeout.
There's a timeout by Floyd Irons. So we're at the 2:26 mark. Little Fallon Tech High School. Don Meyer. Alongside is Tony Washington. And Tony, what do you have to do if you're Beaumont to get back into the game? I mean, they're in the game, but to really get it close. Did you see the score, 49-36?
As I was saying before, I think what they have to do is try to cut down on as many mistakes as possible, try to get open as close to the basket because they won't be open for very long with Vashon's defense and take the open shot. They were able to do that a minute ago with Alvin Thomas, but he missed one from about 10 feet outside. You have to have those kind of buckets. If they come to you, you got to take advantage of them as much as possible. I think that's the key. Plus, I think Floyd Irons called that time out a minute ago because he didn't like the way his team was playing. And I think you'll start to see a little bit of crisper play on the part of the Wolverines. You hope.
I think you're right. And so the Wolverines have the basketball. They have the big lead. They go inside to Montrell Nash. Great feed by Nash to Jones. Another good feed. And the basket. The basket goes to Angelo Jackson. His first two of the game.
Jackson's 5'8". Floyd has a player under 6 feet. I'll be darned.
And from downtown, no good off the back iron. That was Aaron Quinn. Vashon has the basketball. Who has it? Their quarterback, Anthony Jones. What a great point guard he is in his senior season. He runs the show for Floyd Irons and the Wolverines.
Well, his brother was a great guard as well. There's Melvin Robinson. Score the basket. And that fouls on Alvin Thomas.
Melvin Robinson having a big night, 11 points, lots of rebounds, has to be in the teams in the rebounds, goes to the free throw line. There's a lot of schools that would like to have Melvin Robinson.
There is a lot of schools that would like to have Melvin Robinson. I'm sure I'm going to keep my eye on this young man because I think there are some things that he may need to do before he gets into college. I'm talking about intensity and things like that. Playing against this team is fine when you only got a guy that's 6'4", but I'm looking for bigger and better things from Melvin Robinson, and I'm pretty sure he'll improve throughout his high school career and into his college career as well.
There's no question the talent is definitely there. He has a soft turnaround jumper. He can rebound. He can take it to the rack. You talked about his hands a little earlier. Good athlete, Melvin Robinson. Here's Beaumont with the ball. We're under the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Vashon.
18-point lead.
Anthony Jones, little turnaround jumper. Jones has 9.
Anthony Jones, what you might call a workman type player. He just comes out and works to look for the open man on the shot, takes the shot whenever it's open.
And we're just about under a minute here in the third quarter.
What a play.
They call a walk on Vashon. And checking back into the game for Vashon is Ricky Simpson. And for the Wolverines, that is Tracy Nash, the freshman. Freshman getting big quality time against Vashon.
Ricky Simpson is 6'1", 150 pounds. He looks more like O.J. Simpson out there. He's a big kid.
O.J. Simpson with the New York Giants, isn't he?
He looks more like a tailback for the USC Trojans than he does a 6'1" guard forward.
Beaumont from deep, can't get it to go.
All kinds of fouls going on. This game is getting really sloppy now.
Robinson inside Nash, back to Robinson, and they call a walk.
Melvin taking steps again.
I think Melvin thought he was fouled. We just have 32 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 56-36. Vashon starting to run away. They have a 20-point lead. So Beaumont may have to start looking for that three.
Take the outside shots now.
We're just under 20 seconds. Third quarter action.
There it is. He's open.
Blue can't get it to go. And they call a push-off over the back. That was Tracy Nash, the freshman.
And Tracy Nash was guilty. There's no question about that. He did push off.
And checking back into the game, William Terry. So Vashon really running away with this game as expected, doing what they want inside. Beaumont really fighting hard, but when your tallest player is 6'4", it's just really tough against a 6'9" and a 6'11" player.
And especially if you talk about the caliber of ball club that they're playing. This Vashon team is a very good team. They're probably the best team in the state of Missouri. Just so happens that there's another team over in Illinois by the name of the Lincoln Tigers. And, you know, I really couldn't get away from this game without saying there needs to be a Lincoln-Vashon game played somewhere, anywhere. We don't care. We just want to see the game, folks.
Absolutely. Lincoln led by their all-star Kunzo Martin.
Quanzo Martin.
Is it Quanzo?
Quanzo Martin.
Thank you for correcting me there,
yeah,
Tony.
I'd hate to have you say that to him.
Yeah, so would I. So would I. Woo. Okay, going to the free throw line is Tracy Nash, the freshman. 56-36, you see the score. 12 seconds.
Tracy Nash is a 6'2" freshman forward.
This is a great gym for high school ball, isn't it, O'Fallon Tech?
They've done some facelifting here. They've done a lot of facelifting, and I'm glad to see that.
There's a good look at the head coach, Robert Cole of Beaumont. We're just under 6 seconds. Blue from the corner, no good. And that should end the third quarter of play with the jumper at the buzzer, and it ends third quarter of play with the score. The Vashon Wolverines 56, Beaumont 36. And fourth quarter action, you're the Beaumont head coach, Robert Cole. What do you tell your boys?
I would tell my boys at this particular point in time just to play your best, give me all that you got, and we'll go back and talk about it after the game. There's no question that this game is over right now. I try to see about getting some of my younger guys into the game, to try to get them some playing time as well for future purposes and all. Again, this Beaumont team, you're not likely to see them in Springfield for the state championship this year, but they're fun to watch because they're a scrappy group of kids. And I'd rather watch a team play a good, hard 32 minutes of basketball than to see somebody come out and slap around and beat another team by 10 or 15 points. I'm not saying that about Floyd's team by any stretch of the imagination. They are superior. But I'm just saying that this team, Beaumont, will give you a game.
No question.
They'll give you your money's worth.
So, fourth quarter action in the second half of our public high league doubleheader. If you weren't around for the first game, the girls of Vashon beat the girls of Beaumont in a good one, in a battle.
And if you look over at the Vashon cheering section and all, you think they'd be up by 20 points. Look at them. They're having a ball.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday night. Off for the weekend. Let's have some fun.
Somebody said Friday night just got paid. Okay.
There you go. So at the line for Vashon, a good look at Dwight Coleman, his first point of the game. His brother Dwayne Coleman having a good game with 10. Both juniors, both 6'6", both coming back next year.
They even have the infants up dancing over there. I'm telling you.
Everybody's dancing. We may be dancing soon.
We have to give Dr. Jockenstein a call. The party's over here.
Here comes Beaumont. 7:45, fourth quarter action. Uh-oh, we could see jam time. No, he just lays
What
up
a play! My goodness. Number 24, that's Tracy Nash. And traveling's called against Beaumont is going to go back over to the Wolves.
Checked it. That was Mark Gant with the basket.
Mark Gant must be going blind. Okay. No wonder. I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah, Nash is.
I'm getting too fired up here. I can see that now.
That's right. That dancing's got you fired up,
Just
Tony.
too fired up. Okay.
Anthony Jones with the ball. 60-36. Vashon just running away with it now. We'll probably see the bench empty real soon for Vashon. That's Coleman out high. Puts it on the floor. Throws it over the head of Anthony Jones. Beaumont basketball.
Blue Jackets record's going to fall to 6-7. But again, this is still a good good basketball team. As for Vashon, they'll go up to 14-1 as Floyd continues on his mission towards Springfield.
And checking back to the game for Beaumont, that's Donald Williams. Williams replaces William Terry. So Beaumont has to start looking for the three. They need some turnovers. It's never over until it's over.
Yes, but I got a sneaky suspicion that this one is over. But we hope that you're enjoying the game just the same as you see our score here in the fourth quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Vashon will have control of the basketball. They lead big, 60-36. It's 7:02 left in tonight's ball game. Vashon with the basketball. They're starting to empty out their bench a little bit. With the shot is Coleman. No good. It's getting a little physical inside. And the foul on Montrell Nash. He doesn't like the call. So Beaumont basketball.
Montreal, if you look at it, really hasn't had the kind of really good basketball game, I would think, overall. But that's why I think Floyd still has him out there so he can get everything down. Again, it's all about March and getting everybody ready.
So going to the free throw line is Ed West. West with 8 points in tonight's game. Came into the game averaging 12 points a game. Makes that 9 for Eddie West. So Beaumont gets off the 36 number they were on for a while. Try to get it within 20 and start going for some threes. West again. No good off the back iron. Coleman with the ball. There's the steal by Claude Blue. Donald Williams from downtown. Yes, he gets the roll.
Three-pointer.
Donald Williams has 5. Beaumont continues to press. Could see some easy baskets by Vashon. Montrell Nash decides to break the press. Gives it to Anthony Jones across the timeline. Jones goes coast to coast. Loses it out of bounds. Beaumont basketball. So it's a 60-40 game. 6:26 remaining.
They can get the lead to under 20.
Look at this all the way. There's the bomb. Wide open. Lays it in and he's fouled. That's Alvin Thomas. He has 14. He will go for 15. Trying to pull his Beaumont team within 17, Tony.
Alvin Thomas, the 6'4", 160-pound senior center, who has done a really good job tonight under the circumstances, as we see the Beaumont coach, Robert Cole.
You look at the inside people in tonight's game. Alvin Thomas, the 6'4" center, he has 14 points. Melvin Robinson has 11, and Montrell Nash with just 2. But Nash is pulled down rebound after rebound after rebound. And here's Vashon. Beaumont in the full court press.
And not to mention several block shots on the part of Montrell Nash as well.
That's right. He's doing a lot of the little things that you have to do.
He is having a good time out there.
That's right.
Court. That's what I like. He's having fun as we see the Beaumont bench right now. Bob Cole and his assistant Michael Starko.
And to the free throw line, Anthony Jones. Anthony with 9 points on tonight's game. Comes in averaging 10. Looking for his average right here. And he gets it.
Count it. Anthony Jones on the year as a free throw shooter in the conference, 71-42, and as I said before, 81%.
And he gets the next one to go. Jones has 11. Here comes Beaumont back up the court, looking to shoot a couple of threes. There's the long one. No good. Rebound. Jermaine Morris. Jermaine Morris starts throwing the elbows, and the ref says, you're not going to have that.
Can't do it, Jermaine.
So going to the free throw line will be Ed West. Another inbound the ball under the basket. Beaumont's basketball doing the inbounding will be Alvin Thomas. What a great game he's having, the 6'4" senior center with 14 on the night's game. There's Nash with a steal. He's been all over the place. Loose ball. Anthony Jones goes through his legs. Loose ball, Beaumont basketball. A little sloppy.
Montrell Nash got a hand on that just as it went out.
62-42. 5:46 remaining in this one. And there's West for three. Thomas checked that, can't get it. Vashon the other way. And they should slow things down, work it around, get the easy basket inside. There's the steal. Getting a little fancy. Walked with it, got away with it.
He passed it over to Anthony Jones, who threw it out of bounds politely. And I guess it's going to go over to Vashon. I can't believe that. It was off the hands of the Blue.
There's your score, 62-42. Ball's been going out of bounds a lot in this fourth quarter. A lot of sloppy passing going around.
I think the game started out, both coaches had their game plans all lined up. And now, since the game was a little bit out of hand, there's a foul.
Nash will go to the free throw line. The foul is called on Donald Williams, his third personal.
Now that the game has gotten out of hand, now it's kind of gotten sloppy.
Checking back in the lineup for Beaumont, it's Anton Wilhite. He replaces Donald Williams. And to the free throw line, Montrell Nash. Montrell Nash at the free throw line this year.
Montrell Nash in the conference is 77%. And overall, Montreal is 66%.
Has the good touch, Montrell Nash. Some college team out there is going to be real happy next year.
We just don't know who.
That's right. Misses the first one. So Vashon still going with 3 of its 5 starters, and Anthony Jones, Montrell Nash, and Mark Ant. Melvin Robinson on the bench. Eugene Nash. And here comes Beaumont.
Hitting the basket, number 30.
Anton Wilhite, he has 6.
Anton Wilhite.
We're under 5 minutes.
Anthony Jones called for traveling.
Anthony Jones doing just about whatever he wants out there with the ball.
He has some definite plans with his passes. He's fun to watch, I'll tell you that.
And pulling down that rebound is Jermaine Morris, who's had a big game for Vashon. There's Nash. No good. There's Coleman. That's Dwight Coleman. He has 3. Beaumont with the long pass. Thomas off the back iron, no good. Saved by Beaumont.
Whoa, that's a foul.
Hopefully he'll be all right. Came down pretty hard. That's good hustle by Mark Ant. Here's some wholesale substitution. Checking back into the game for Vashon is Melvin Robinson, Coleman, and Michael Buford.
Gant actually fouled Claude Blue with his knee to the side of his head. I'm just happy to see that Blue is going to be all right.
And Claude Blue at the free throw line.
Claude Blue in the conference is 40% from the line as he makes the first one, and 31% overall.
And that's Claude Blue's first point of tonight's game. 4:12 remaining, 64-45, Vashon leads.
Took a knee to the head, and he's making both his free throws. Not bad. Good hustle on the part of the Blue Jackets on that play.
Oh, good around the back dribble by Beaumont. That's Anton Wilhite.
And he throws it away, and it's out of bounds belonging to Beaumont. Now, I thought that should have went over to Vashon, but it went back over to Beaumont. I guess breaks even out.
So Beaumont with the basketball.
That's a good play.
Ooh, they call
basket.
They call a foul on Melvin Robinson with the body. So going to the free throw line will be Ed West.
he had to probably go from here to Shenandoah to get around a guy as big as Robinson.
And the crowd's still here with just 3:45 remaining. They still want to see more basketball. They're not leaving. They're not going anywhere. West knocks it down. He's got 10.
And Blue Jackets are within 17 points as we see Bob Poe on the bench. He's still coaching in this game. He hasn't given up, and his team hasn't given up either. It's a good sign. Again, I just feel that Vashon was just too far out in front
and
to really be headed off.
That's right. That's right. And Melvin Robinson called for yet another traveling call. We're under the 4-minute mark. Nash checking back in for Robinson. Beaumont basketball trailing by 17.
Gotta like Wilhite. Wilhite has that look of intensity on his face, you know. They got more than one coach on this Beaumont team. I can see all those guys coming together and putting some pretty good teams together one day. Look out, Floyd Irons.
And the steal by Coleman, but it went off his arm and out of bounds. So it'll be Beaumont basketball. So Beaumont may be the team of the future in this league.
They got to get some height. No doubt about that.
There's Blue blocked. Rebound, Wilhite, no good. Here comes Vashon. They're out running. That's Gant. He lays it up in and fouled. Gant with the basket. He has 10. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the foul is on Claude Blue. That's a great shot by Mark Gant.
End-to-end action, no question now. So Gant will be at the free throw line. And checking the game for Vashon, that's Raniel Blackman. He replaces Anthony Jones.
Well, we got this time. I'd like to thank everybody connected with the faculty and the student body out at Beaumont and Vashon. Everybody here at the O'Fallon Technical Gymnasium for allowing us to bring you this telecast tonight. What a shot right there. That's what you call up close and personal. Great job as we see Montreal and the officials.
There's a look at our score. Vashon leading 66-48. We're at 3:14 in the final quarter. Academic now, as they say, Tony.
Academic without the proposition 48, indeed.
And with the foul, that is Raniel Blackman. So going to the free throw line is Edward West. He has 10. Averages 12 points a game. He can get his average right here. There's a good shot of a youngster. He'll probably be playing ball at Vashon someday or at Beaumont. And Nash off of his fingertips and out of bounds. Checking back into the lineup for Beaumont is number 20, William Terry, and Aaron Quinn.
Terry to inbound the ball. What a play as Montreal's basket easily. Montreal hasn't really been that much of a factor scoring-wise. But he picks up 2 in that basket. That was an easy 2. We thought.
Here comes Claude Blue. Good pass.
That's goaltending. Definitely goaltending. And it should call a foul.
We're down to the 2:33 mark here.
Alvin Thomas will be at the free throw line.
Checking the game for Vashon is Angelo Jackson, 5'8", 135-pound junior guard.
How many points does Thomas have in the game?
Thomas is at the free throw line. He has 14. And back in the game for Vashon is Ricky. Check that. Ricky Simpson. And that's 15 for Thomas. High score in tonight's game. Alvin Thomas, 15. Looking for number 16 right here.
Anybody else's team, he'd be a swing man. On this team, when everybody's so small, he has to play the pivot.
And that's Claude Blue on the foul. We'll go the other way.
And speaking of number 40, Alvin Thomas, he's done a great job playing the pivot tonight for the Beaumont team.
A good look at our score. 68-49 Vashon. We're at 2:30.
And I'm starting to notice some of the fans are beginning to leave the O'Fallon Technical Gymnasium here.
And at the free throw line is Michael Buford. He has 4 points on tonight's game. Off the back iron.
That's out of bounds. Who will it go to?
Out of bounds, Beaumont basketball.
As we see some of the Vashon faithful, they're excited about their ball club, and I don't blame them.
There's Claude Blue to Will Height. May have walked. No call. There he is again, Alvin Thomas. He now has 17.
That's thrown away, and it's going to go back over to Beaumont.
And we're under the 2-minute mark, 1:55.
Only question left in this game is, can Alvin Thompson pick up 20?
I'll bet he does.
We'll see. He has under 2 minutes to do it.
Coleman with the board. Vashon out and running. Doesn't matter who they got in there, they still run. There's Buford inside, off Coleman's shoulder, out of bounds. Beaumont basketball. And checking in to the Vashon lineup is Chris Willis. And, well, I believe he may be wearing, check that. And that's Raniel Blackman. And from deep, if he makes that, I get my 20.
He almost had his 20 that
Thomas
time.
went for it.
And he almost picked a pocket. And he did pick a pocket. And a foul, though. Alvin, you can't do that too much now. 17 points is pretty good, though. Especially against these Red Reds.
So we walk the other way. We're at 1:25 remaining in this one. And to the free throw line is Raniel Blackman. Blackman bends the knees. Doesn't get it going. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break from the action at O'Fallon Tech High School.
Getting down to the final seconds, we have a minute 18 left, 78 to be exact, and our score runaway for the Wolverines of Vashon, 68-51 here in the fourth quarter.
And to the line for Vashon, Ricky Simpson, looking for his first point on the night, and doesn't get to go.
Now, you get into a game like this, as you start to see the fans get a chance to get away or leave. Not only are you watching Beaumont and Vashon, but you're watching almost everybody else.
It is emptying quickly.
Well, I said it's like LA. Everybody basically comes fashionably late, and then they leave early before the game is over.
So to the line is Claude Blue.
There's Carl. Good shot, Carl.
Blue has 3. It's a 68-52 Vashon lead.
68-52, 16-point lead with 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in the ball game. And we have a foul. And the ball will be inbounded by the Blue Jackets. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. Blue is going to take the shot, and he misses.
Here come the Wolverines. Great save. Great feed. There's Blue. Easy two.
Take your time, Blue. He puts it down.
We're under a minute. Blue has 5. 68-54.
45
Double
seconds
team.
and counting.
They call a jump ball. And checking back into the game for Beaumont is William Terry.
So Blue will inbound, and the Blue Jackets try to chip away at the lead of the Wolverines.
And Vashon, that's Ricky Simpson with the basket, his first 2 of the game.
Kevin Pulley will be joining Floyd Irons shortly, and he's going to talk it over about tonight's ball game. So we ask you to stay tuned as we get set for our post-game interview.
And we're down to 16 minutes on tonight's game. And it's been a lot of fun, Tony. We've got to see a lot of young kids out there hustling, working hard.
And having fun.
There you go.
It's been a good time indeed, and we hope tonight that you've enjoyed the doubleheader between Beaumont and Vashon. It's going to be a doubleheader win for Vashon overall, as their ladies look very impressive, as do the men. I guess it goes without saying. Again, as we told you earlier, Vashon is on a mission. We just found out the junior varsity B team won, so it's a triple hitter, basically. Stop cleaning here.
The Vashon sweep.
Yes.
Get the broom out.
Really.
So we're under 15 seconds.
I'm sure the coaches at Beaumont not really concerned about the loss, although you hate to lose, but it's the way that you played the game. I think if you play hard and everything, it can bode for something better in the future.
And that's the final with the score. The Vashon Wolverines, the number 2 ranked team in the city, 70. Beaumont, 54. We're going to go to Kevin Poley as soon as Kevin gets with Floyd Irons. And your thoughts, Tony?
Just Vashon all the way in this particular ball game. You're talking about a team that is, as I said before, on a mission. I laugh when I think about that. They won last year, and it looks as though that there's not going to be too much keeping them from winning this year. They've only lost 1 game. That was in the shootout to a Miami team, a senior team that had been playing AAU basketball. You think about that. This is a pretty good team. It ranked nationally, USA Today. Listen, I'll tell you, if you haven't had a chance to come out and see this basketball team play, you owe it to yourself. They're a pretty good ball club.
Quick look at the scoring. First for Vashon, Anthony Jones had 11, Angelo Jackson 2, Mark Gant had 10, Ricky Simpson had 2, Michael Buford had 4, Dwayne Coleman 10, his brother Dwight 3, Jermaine Morris 10, Montrell Nash 4, and Melvin Robinson 11. For Beaumont, Claude Blue had 5, Donald Williams had 5, William Terry with 2, Aaron Quinn with 4, Anton Wilhite 6, Tyrone McWell 2, Edward West 10. Leading scorer of tonight's game, Alvin Thomas, he had 17. And you look at the final, Vashon 70, Beaumont 54.
Okay, Kevin Pulley has managed to get a hold of Floyd Irons, and he's going to do the post-game interview.